It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Good.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Fields now to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On the set.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Buccaneers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Check, Mash.
And a catch right side by Evans. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
19 Tiger.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Back to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Gets it quickly out to Marshall. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, right back to Hall. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Here's Hall again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the 50, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
That is caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run with Hall.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out.
He's out of bounds.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result,
and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
There he goes left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
after the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
11.
Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. For Marshall, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Unlock line. Unlock.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Unable to corral him, he fights through. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Cut. Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They tried to throw on.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty.
3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Stiff-armed him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bucs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Paul again.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Tonight.
Paul ought to give up the middle.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
A shotgun snap, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fields now to throw.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Here's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Okay, break.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Come 19, come 19.
He'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Slot man moves right. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that will wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He may go. touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On second down, here's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.